What's up guys, it's Solo back with another video. I know you guys can see how long this video is. Trust me, it's worth watching the whole thing because today we got so much news on NBA 2K20. Today is community day, so what that means is that a bunch of the top park YouTubers and a bunch of the top NBA 2K YouTubers went out to Los Angeles to play the game early, and so they leaked so much information on Twitter. So I got screenshots, I got videos. We got the first look at the MyPlayer Builder. We got so many new badges and information on builds and badges and archetypes and everything. So I have that all covered in this video today, so let's get into the information. Okay, so there's so much news that I literally don't know where to start. So we're gonna start off with the new MyPlayer Builder. So here's a picture right here on your screen, and this picture is going around Twitter. It is 100% confirmed. It is real from the community day, and this is someone building their player. So this is the MyPlayer Builder, as you can see, and this picture is kind of zoomed out, so we actually got a zoomed in picture, so I'm gonna put that up on the screen. Bang. So now you can see up close. It's really blurry honestly, but this is the first look at the MyPlayer Builder, 100% real like I said. And so the left side, it is blue, green, yellow, and red. And so some people are saying that the blue is like your best attributes, and then the red are your worst attributes, and that's like all your attributes, while some people are saying that there are 4 stages to building your player, and so the blue is one stage, the green is another stage, the yellow is the third stage, and the red is the last stage. And then on the right we have some other stuff that probably has to do with takeover or badges and your archetype. Again, nothing is completely confirmed. This is just the first look at the MyPlayer Builder, and I'm sure we're gonna have new news coming out in the following hours, following days here. If you're watching this about a week or so after this video came out, then you probably already know what these things are on the screen. But if you're watching this video on the first few days of this video releasing, or the first day, go in the comments right now and let me know what you guys think that these things are on the screen, on the left, on the right. So the first tweet that I want to talk about is coming in from Juice Man. He said, hashtag NBA 2K20, MyPlayer Builder, the biggest W ever. You really can create the player you want. That's crazy. Really can be a superstar now. So this is really good. I'm gonna be showing a bunch of screenshots, but basically what I'm hearing today is that you really can make your player how you want it, like LD2K said in the other video. If you saw that, I had a video clip of that. But there's just so many different varieties of players and archetypes that you can make, and I'm also hearing that there's new takeovers, which we're going to get into later in the video. But here I have a tweet from Craig, who said apparently you can test your build at every overall before confirming him to make sure you're comfortable with him, hashtag NBA 2K20. Now Craig, I believe, is not at the event. He might be, but I'm pretty sure he's not at the community day event in Los Angeles today. But he is a very reliable source, and this news is pretty cool because now we're going to be able to test our players at every overall. You can test him at 99 overall, see how he is. I don't know, this is probably going to be in the demo, and it's probably going to be in the real game as well, so this is really good news. So more news on the MyPlayer Builder. Here we get a tweet from Mario, which is Annoying TV if you don't know who that is. He said, you get to choose your own badges you want on your player. It doesn't pick it for you. More to the uniqueness in the builds I was talking about earlier. Extremely hard to replicate. So this is interesting. It's going to be a very fun aspect to the game that you can choose which badges you want. It's very interesting, like I said, because you know, he doesn't say much about this. I want to see in the demo what we can actually do with this. Like, can we truly pick any badge in the game that we want on our player? Like, if you're tall, can you pick dribbling badges, or are there limitations to this? Like, I want to see that. So here we have a tweet from iPod King Carter, who is at the community day, and he said, my small forward multi-position defender will be my second creation after my offensive threat point guard. So here are some archetype names. I think the offensive threat point guard is like a play sharp. We're going to talk about that later. But I'm pretty sure someone said that offensive threat is a play sharp type build. So this is pretty interesting as we're getting some names of archetypes. Okay, so now we have information on the takeover, and this is something that a lot of people have been waiting to hear about. And so here's a tweet from Craig, who says, you can choose your own takeover apparently. You can be a shot creator with sharpshooting takeover, hashtag NBA 2K20. So this is very interesting and honestly surprising. And so a tweet came out a little bit after. Here it is from Juice Man. He said, Now your attributes have to fit for a certain takeover to be an option, but you can select which one your primary is ASAP. So this is what I was wondering, because it wouldn't really make sense if you had like a mainly lockdown type build with like sharpshooting takeover. That would be kind of OP, but it does seem like you have to have the attributes for the takeover in order to use the takeover. But you do get to pick your takeover if you are capable of having it, you know what I mean? If you have enough sharpshooting attributes, then you can use the sharpshooting takeover. So I kind of like this aspect to the game. Okay, so now we have some news that some people are probably curious about. A tweet from iPod King Carter says, the amount of VC to upgrade to 85 overall on day one will be 184,000, hashtag NBA 2K20. So I believe this year to upgrade to 85 was like a little bit over 200,000, so it's a little bit cheaper to upgrade. So you can upgrade to 85 overall on day one, so this is kind of interesting news. Just like last year, you could upgrade to 85. And like I said in my other video, you guys are going to have to buy VC if you want to be able to compete with these competitive players, because you know, you're just going to be at a disadvantage if you don't buy the VC to upgrade to 85 on day one. Okay, so there still is news on the Myplayer Builder and the archetypes that we're going to get to later in the video. But here's a tweet from Juice Man, who is at the community event. He said, like the ISO game is so much better. Blow-bys make sense. Like you break down your defender and run past them. You kind of push them out of the way. Not like how LeBron be cheesing, just pushing his arm out the way since he's now beside you, not in front of you. This is good news from Juice, because this means that the game is mechanically smoother, as I've been seeing a lot of tweets, not just from Juice Man, but a lot of tweets from other people at the event that are saying that the game feels so much smoother and that the blow-bys are better. So here we have our first clip of gameplay from the game, and this is going to be Wolf, who is in the NBA 2K League, playing it early. And you guys are going to see the blow-bys and everything, all the, you know, defender versus dribbler interactions. They're just really smooth, and so I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Williams 6 man. Oh, スコアで返しましたね。レバリーからレナードにボールが渡ってダブルシュートが来た。Bang bang. Oh, no good.
Okay, so now we have some more badge news from Hollywood TW, who is at the event. He said, quick draw speeds up the release of all jump shots, including post fades. All heights can get this badge. So out of all the badges that I've seen so far, this is the badge that I think you need the most. Out of every badge, this badge is going to be very important, and this is going to be a badge that you guys are going to want to get as fast as possible, because releasing jump shots fast is something that makes you such a better player. This year, 6'4" play sharps had a quicker jumper than 6'5" play sharps, and as you guys know, my play sharp was 6'5", so I was at a disadvantage there because my jump shot was slower than other play sharps. And so just trust me, quick draw, I can already tell it's going to be a badge that you guys are going to want to have. Now we have news for playmakers, as Hank has tweeted, dribbling is so much harder in NBA 2K20, and Hank is at the event. He has played the game, and so Hank is a playmaker, as you guys know. And so him saying that dribbling is harder is kind of alarming. You know, you can kind of take this serious because he is a playmaker. He knows what he's talking about. But at the beginning of every year, dribbling is harder than the last year. So I don't know if he's kind of taking this out of proportion or if it's actually like way harder. But then we have a tweet from another TW member. Coldeman tweeted, you have to use both analog sticks to pull off crazy dribble combos this year. So it's looking like that there's a skill gap already for playmakers, which I kind of like, because I'll be able to adapt to it. I don't know if other playmakers will, but I kind of like having a skill gap. And he said that you need to use both sticks, which is something that we really haven't seen. So this is going to be interesting. Now we have a tweet from STG, who's not really known as a MyPark guy, but he has played the game. And so he said, this year when trying to steal the spam button, instead of you always just getting the foul call, it felt like the ball handler gets an advantage and can drive past you. Love this. So this is what I mean. A lot of people are tweeting out that the game just feels good. It's really smooth, and the defender and dribbler interactions are very smooth. So this is very good news, and this just adds on to the hype for 2K20. Okay, so now we have some tweets from people that are at the community day that have tried out builds, and they're talking about builds that they like. So first off, we have iPod King Card, who tweeted out, play sharp, offensive threat, yup. So this is really not saying much, but it is saying that a play sharp is known as an offensive threat. Like I said before, I believe it might have been him that tweeted it, saying something about an offensive threat, and I said that would be a play sharp. This is what I mean by that. So it's looking like play sharps are good. And then we have a tweet from Hollywood TW who said, undersized guards can literally do everything. Hashtag NBA 2K20. So this is one of the tweets that I'm kind of taking lightly because, as we've seen in the past, small players really can't do everything. They're really bad at defense, so this is going to be something that we're going to have to see in the demo and test for ourselves because I really don't know if I believe him. You know, undersized guards have always been really good at shooting, really good at dribbling, they're really quick, but their defense is really cruise. So this is going to be something that we're going to have to test in the game, and I don't know if I'm actually believing this 100%. Next up, another tweet from Hollywood TW. He said, these shot creating badges are a difference maker. I'm going to be on a shot creator of some sort. So this is another tweet that I'm kind of taking lightly because, like I said in my last video, shot creators are hyped up every year, and he's saying shot creating badges are a difference maker. But this year you can choose your badges, so maybe you could be a play sharp and have shot creating badges. I'm not sure, but again, I don't know if I'm buying into this shot creator hype, as every year shot creators are hyped up and then in the end they don't end up being the best build. Next up, a tweet from Juice or Juice Man. He said, a pure playmaker / point forward running with a two-way lock might be OP depending on the people and the badges that are applied. So he said two-way lock. I'm pretty sure he means pure lock by that. And this is a combo that was ran a lot in 2K19. You know, Bandit on his point forward playing with Stumpy was really OP. So this is looking kind of interesting. I do like the fact that a lock can run the 2-on-2s. I like that because the lock has really good defense. So I like this, that you don't need a center. But he is talking about the badges once again because you can pick your badges pretty much. And so this is going to be very interesting in 2K20. Okay, so they have a group of people in the community event that are playing the game right now. I believe it's Duke, Dennis, Poor Boy Sin, and someone else. But so I'm just sitting here waiting for some more news to drop, and Duke just made a tweet about stretch bigs. He said, I just made a 7-foot stretch big with Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame range extender limitless. I just made a fadeaway 3 from deep. Also, I was able to put quick first step on my stretch. He's still slow though. So the quick first step thing, I don't think that matters too much. What we're really focusing on here is that he has a 7-foot stretch big with Hall of Fame catch and shoot and Hall of Fame range extender, which is basically limitless. If you guys didn't see my last video, I talked about that. And he made a fadeaway 3 from deep. So stretch bigs are looking OP once again, like they have been the last 2 years. So 7-foot stretch big might be the wave for stretches. The only thing we're going to have to see is, can they dribble like they could in 19? So stretch bigs are one of the confirmed builds that are going to be good in 2K20. Okay, so a new tweet just came in from Zach TTG from 2Hype. He said, just saw the MyCareer trailer. The neighborhood looks like the same thing. Hashtag NBA 2K20. So this is the first bad news that we've heard. You know, the neighborhood, it doesn't really matter too much, but I would like to see a change in the neighborhood. But he says that it looks like the same thing. I'm sure there's minor changes, but again, this is the first bad thing that we've heard about the game. Okay, so more news is definitely going to drop today, but I waited a pretty long time. You know, there's definitely other YouTubers that rush their videos out, you know, in the first like hour of getting news. I waited pretty much, it's like 6 p.m. now, and we've been getting news since about 1 p.m. So I waited about 5 hours to collect news. Again, there's going to be some new other stuff dropping, but I'm going to have to make a second video on that most likely. So expect a video either tomorrow or the next day. If you made it to this point in the video, go in the comments and type the word Amazon. This will just let me know that you made it this far in the video and that you're a loyal, true supporter. Also, let me know what type of build you're thinking about making after seeing all the news drop today. And thank you guys for watching. I'd appreciate it if you guys could drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Y'all niggas hate on me. I'm getting money, what the fuck can you say to me? Y'all bitches cry for me. If you my nigga, then you ride for me. Yeah, you a treat, but you a dog to me. Baby, you see me, get no love from me. I keep a hoodie, cause it's cold to me. So when y'all see me, y'all gon'